Who's ever struggled with gaining buy-in? I know I have. After deciding what my UIF project was going to be, I realized how little resources I actually had. At that point, I decided it was on me to get people to give me buy-in as well as get things rolling. So my event was 3-day startup. This event was a 3-day event for students to come together and develop entrepreneurial skills. They pitched ideas, developed business models, as well as coming up with ideas. So in order to gain resources, I learned 3 things that really ended up helping make the event successful. And I'd like to share them with you. So empathy is super important. And more importantly, for stakeholders, you have to understand yourself as well as wear the shoes of your stakeholders so you could construct a bridge and use that bridge to get the value and use that as your proposition. So the executive assistant was one of my stakeholders, and his job was to create events for donors to come together with students and engage them. A resource that this gave me was the Department of Advancement, and this is a department that calls you after you graduate asking for money, but they're also the department that helped us raise 75% of our fundraising goals. Next is credibility. Credibility was huge for me because it helped me become an advocate on campus for innovation and entrepreneurship. And I did this by conducting a research study on core values of event innovation spaces. I went to Yale and RPI to understand the core values and find the underlying common themes in order to find the baselines of everything for my university to develop a space of their own. Next is always say yes to favors. It's important to always say yes to favors from your stakeholders, unless they ask you for something sketchy, like to move some random package somewhere or something. But it's important to say yes because it'll allow them to trust you more and give you more opportunities. I was asked by my stakeholders to attend several luncheons and events to engage the alumni and donors. And I always made sure to take an opportunity to do this every single time and did not miss one. So I always took this as an opportunity to spread my mission and use it as an opportunity to generate what I call favor equity. Favor equity is when you do so many favors for someone that eventually they'll do a bigger favor for you. And this happened for my first event, 3-day startup. The first week out, when we were running low on participants. At this point, I was reading through my emails and realized nobody really reads their emails unless it's from someone important like your professor or the president of the university. So I took this as an opportunity to write an email template to the president asking him to send this email to the entire student body asking them to come to the event. And it ended up working because I did all these favors for my stakeholders. In order to get all of these things done, the 3 things I learned ended up helping me raise $20,000 for my event and helped me gain all of the resources we needed and helped lead to new opportunities on campus, like the new Brigami Center for Innovation, Technology, and Engineering, as well as a new makerspace. So I could not have done this all on my own, obviously, and I'm so happy to be able to pass the torch to some of the new University Innovation Fellows here today. And now I challenge you. How might we use buy-in to advocate for further innovative and entrepreneurial initiatives? Thank you.